Hey guys, Kimber right here. Uh, as you know, the challenge today was to talk about my plans for the channel. There certainly have been some changes to plans, but there certainly are some that are currently on hold for financial reasons. One that is definitely not going to come back for the channel, unfortunately, is the Geek Gear mystery boxes. I know a lot of people have enjoyed them. I can't afford them, and I think from what I've been seeing from the comments, they've already discontinued their mystery boxes, but they appear to be still selling them. So it's sort of confusing as to what is going on with Geek Gear. But temporarily, I've decided to put them on hold while I get my finances sorted out. I need to start saving money badly for other things such as hanging out with friends, hanging out with family, doing the kind of things that I want to do rather than stuck on things that have to be done. Um, I want to continue doing the craft idea because showing you guys what I do in the background is something that I really enjoy. Um, it's taken longer than it should have done because I often have to remind myself that I need to do it in front of the camera. It would be nice if I could do an easy way where I can do my hobby and not be worried about having the camera on, which is probably explains why a lot of my photos are photographs rather than actual videos of me doing it. But I do plan on improving in my photography, improving in my editing of more important things to get it through. There certainly will be more outings. Money Contagion will depend on what the outings are. Now, next year, hopefully, fingers crossed, before it closes, I'm hoping to go to the Jurassic World exhibit in the O2. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm hoping to save enough money to go. At the moment, it's looking good. And of course, I'm going to be taking Ratty with me. It was going to be Dippy or Rexy, but both of them are now sulking, so it's definitely going to be Ratty coming out. There's definitely going to be. I think taking the bins out has turned into outing with the puppets, because there's no necessary need to be taking the bins out. When taking the bins out came out, it was mainly something that I could do during lockdown, and I was allowed to go out, put the bins out, and go back in. So I started taking the camera with me. I started doing the puppets because I thought it'd be something enjoyable. And you guys have been so supportive of it. Maybe I'll do quite a few where it is taking the bins out or doing chores, but I don't want my channel to be boring stuff like, everyday things that people do. I don't picture this ever being a vlog because my life's incredibly boring, if anything. So it will most likely be just outings. It might be trips to the South End, trips to Grays, trips to Lakeside, trips to London. If I see something that I'm interested in, I'll take the camera out and I'll take Ratty with me, and we'll go out and we'll have a little bit of fun. We'll have a bit of explore around. There's quite a lot of things that are done. I know there's a statue event happening in Southend at some point. I think it's July, but I'm not sure. So that will be, that will be one of the outings. And there certainly will be quite a few statues that I've seen. Some in areas I might not be able to go, but I'm going to try and see what 2023 has in store for me. That will be the baseline of what my channel is going to be. Another thing that's going to come back, the Dream Jars. The Dream Jars were on hold in 2020. I just had no motivation to do them whatsoever. I kind of lost interest. I think I lost motivation because I lost the motive. So a lot of my jars were highlights to what the jars were, to the plays that I was doing. But I haven't done that many plays since 2020. And the ones I have done, I've never really sat down and plotted what I was going to do. Excuse me a minute. So I've never really sat down and plotted and planned what the jars were. I've always been so focused on getting back to the routine of doing the lights, doing the shows, learning about the shows first before thinking about what I was going to do with the jars. They are going to come back though. They are going to be motivated. I've got loads of projects that I need to do. So I need to actually get down and actually do them. But no, this year the dream jars will come back, maybe gradually over time. And then after a year, they will become more a permanent thing in the channel. But until I get the motivation back, they're going to be a sideline for the channel. Time-wise, I am still going to try and aim to do 2 videos a week. I have changed my job recently, so I've got more time to do these kind of projects. So the only excuse I've had to why this year I've not had that motivation is I've been so tired because I've had the new job. But now that I've got used to the job, it should be a lot more easier for me to be able to do 2 a day, particularly as most of it is going to be craft and editing purposes. So that's going to be a big thing for the channel. There might be some weeks where it's 3 videos a week. Say something that I hadn't scheduled for 2023 comes up. For example, a special outing or a special crafting event that happens. If I do go to MCM Comic Con, which I don't think I'll do 2023, I still haven't got the money for that, but if I do end up going to MCM Comic Con, that'll be a video in itself. If I see something that interests me for a review, that also will go up, like what I did with Book of Dust. There is one video that I'm thinking of doing motivating wise, and that's I went to see My Neighbor Totoro a couple of weeks ago, and I'd love to do a review on it. I loved the show. I thought it was so clever. So that will either appear in January or February. I'm hoping January because it ends in January, but if need be, it will be February because I've got so much that I need to do. It will depend on time, unfortunately. We've got the scrapbooks now that were introduced 2 months ago. That's going to continue. There is going to be a lot of videos that's going to be transferred from my TikTok channel, which will be put in my bio, so you can check my TikTok. Most of my TikTok videos are me going out or me doing my craft, or occasionally just messing about. This channel has always been experimental from day one that I created this channel, and it's always been based on what I feel like doing. It's only recently I've started taking it seriously. Disney Doll's House definitely is staying. I'm literally on channel-wise, I'm on issue 17, but I've recently finished issue 19, so those 2 will come up, hopefully, and those 2 will be the top priority ones. There's also 2 scrapbook pages that will appear at the end of this year and end of this month, so look forward to that. And the cross stitch is staying for the moment. I've got so much catching up to do with the Disney cross stitch. You might find that my actual cross stitching is a bit slow because it always depends on time. But I'm hoping to have more of a schedule next year, so I'll know what I can and what I can't do. Certainly, if I do a play, I will promote it on my channel. Sci-Fi London, if it happens, definitely will come on the channel because I love promoting the show, promoting it. LARPing definitely will stay. I'm definitely going to do a lot more LARPing and Lotna. So I recently joined a group called Lotna. If anything happens during those events, I definitely want to put them on the channel. I have a spooky video that is currently on the end stage of editing. I need to ask Max to review it first. I'm going to send it to the owner of the LARPing channel, which is linked in which will be on this corner here. That is a private channel, so I don't know how useful that's going to be. But that's the LARPing company that I'm with. And we occasionally I bring the videos onto my channel, but the spooky one will be on their channel and my channel if I've got permission. I need final permissions from the people involved before I put it on the channel. And I also want to send it to 2 people to review, make sure that it's okay, make sure that it's 100% okay before it even goes on a channel, because I'm very picky about that. Also on hold is the Mermaid Straws advert that's been on hold since 2020. That was put on hold because I couldn't get the beginning bit right. I have filmed the whole entire thing. It is on my Facebook page, but it has never appeared on my YouTube channel. And the reason it has never appeared on my YouTube channel is because it doesn't have a very good intro. It's just literally me talking. Boring. I know, ironic considering where this is going. But this, that will hopefully be finished this year, and that hopefully will come out. If not this year, next year, fingers crossed. I'm hoping it does. It's going to be a very interesting year, 2023. And hopefully a very creative one. But until the next challenge, stay safe, stay well, keep the magic in your fingertips. Have a lovely Christmas, and see you again soon. Bye for now.